passing lanes. And, once they got into their game of that full court pressure defensive game, that's when things really clicked for Freedom in quarter one.
They've done a great job getting into the lane. Let's see if they can do it on this possession. And difficult situation there. Great job by Jules Moorbacher to come up with that basketball.
Oh, gosh. But you could see how, that offensive flow, everybody's inside the three-point line trying to get open. And that's what I like. I would prefer offensive movement out deep and then come out rather than out and everybody going around the perimeter.
I wouldn't get used to that, what you just saw, though, that ball thrown away, the miscommunication.
Yeah.
That's a very rare sister-to-sister miscommunication there. 1 year apart from a grade standpoint, Jules and Renee Moorbacher, they've been playing in the driveway growing up and have that intuition about one another. It's led to a ton of success for Freedom Area this year, all the way to where the road ends in Hershey. Open three.
Yeah, maybe a little quick shot there.
Grace White has just checked into the game for Freedom Area. She grabbed that defensive carom. I love that give and go that they run so well, Freedom. They like to get one of those Moorbachers with the ball in their hands, get it out of their hands, get them on the move, and that's another just misplay. Up the floor is Neumann-Goretti. Barnes takes a ton of contact. Oh, my goodness. And now you got both benches with an issue because what they called was Neumann-Goretti basketball. Now they're going to change the call to Freedom. I'll tell you what it isn't is Neumann-Goretti basketball. It's either a foul or Freedom basketball because the Freedom player never touched the basketball, but Barnes got clocked.
Yeah, there was some contact there. Like there.
They're letting him play, though. Hey.
All right, they're calling it both ways, that's for sure.
Wow, that's Hayes almost able to put that one in. The jump ball will keep it with Neumann.
Letting him play, I think, is an understatement right now. But
now you're letting the athletes settle it, no doubt about it. Just want to make sure, obviously, that everything stays under control. And, hey, the way these two teams are playing, I do think you can let them play a little bit.
I agree. His zone defense here packed in. Goretti was running this little high post look and distributing. I like that. It's worked. It's worked all tournament for every single team that's put it out there.
Yeah. Foul goes against Olivia Evans. She was very close there, Bruce. Tried to get to that steal, just a half second late.
Wanted to take the three there. Boy, Goretti all around the perimeter.
And another nice rebound by Freedom Area.
No. 3 minutes.
You better make that shot because you got nobody to rebound.
Ellie!
The foul will be called against Neumann-Goretti.
Ellie!
Look at Grace White, though. She just got her second defensive rebound of the contest. A senior at 5'4", smallest girl on the floor for Freedom Area. But that shows you that it isn't just about size with rebounding, Bruce. It's body positioning. It's finding an offensive rebounder and able to push them out of the way and get great position. Excellent job by her. That was halfway down. And now easily the freshman up the floor. She lost the basketball. She was trying to complete the pass. To the hoop.
To the basket, yes! Wow!
And that's Shea Bailey. And a grab will be called against Bailey. 6-team foul against Freedom here in the first half, 5:29 to play second quarter. I beg your pardon. Okay, so that was the 7th team foul as 6 ticks to 7 here on the scoreboard. Front end of the 1-and-1.
Well, Goretti's kind of had a rash of turnovers here. Need to settle the ball down a little bit, trying to get it up court.
Big-time rebound, but tried to complete an interior pass through too many arms there, Bruce.
Moorbacher. She just loves to run the show, doesn't she?
She does, and she's so good getting her back to the basket, as does Jules. Double team comes on her. She lost the basketball. 3-on-2 for Neumann if they hurry. Majay Hayes makes it 1-on-0.
Wow.
Zipping to the hoop. And a stoppage, the official called it.
Got something on the court. But amazing how she just splits the defense right to the basket. So quick there. Little full court pressure action by Goretti now. Easily broken.
Freedom in white. Neumann-Goretti in black. And off the knee of Moorbacher, it goes back the other way.
Yeah, just kind of dribbled herself into some trouble there.
Good hands.
Boy, I tell you, Goretti's really got to start valuing the basketball a little bit better. That's the third time they've turned it over.
Not total.
Well, not total.
More than that.
I mean, on the full court there.
I see. Yep. 4:13 to go, second quarter. Jules Moorbacher. Good screen. Gets the matchup she likes. And a ton of contact. She went down. Neumann-Goretti runs the floor. Oh, that's a great pass. Atkinson. And she's hit hard. She'll shoot two.
Goretti's been doing well on the break here. Great pass that time. They're working the break so well because the player with the ball, drawing the defender over, makes the pass so much easier for the basket there.
Timeout on the floor. 3:54 to play, second quarter. Freedom and Neumann-Goretti. It's a slugfest here from Hershey, and it has been a fun one. Bob Long and Bruce Badgley, your broadcast team here for the NFHS Network.
Yeah, this has been a real physical battle. We've seen it, on both sides there. Freedom trying to bang it on the inside. Goretti working well on the fast break. I think if they value the basketball a little bit better on the full court press action, I think that they're going to get back into this pretty quickly.
Freedom area, though, it shouldn't be a huge surprise. 18 turnovers forced per game this year. En route to a 20-5 record, 10-2 in their section, and as mentioned, the number 2 seed out of District 7.
So I think Coach Peterson is, talking about, taking a little bit more time, with the pressure and working the pressure maybe, a little bit more deliberately rather than they seem to be just a little bit out of control, a lot of hands getting on passes, and that's what's creating the problem right now for Goretti.
Andrea Peterson, very interesting story for her. A graduate of Archbishop Carroll High School, Philadelphia Catholic League school with Neumann-Goretti. Then went and played at Drexel University. She won the CAA with that team her senior year of college. She then went into coaching, coached at Stetson University for a year, and decided, all right, I'm coming back to the Philadelphia area. Got into coaching here at Neumann-Goretti, and what a run it's been for her.
Yeah, she's built quite a program.
2 Philadelphia Catholic League titles, 4 state titles in 8 years, which tells you a little something, doesn't it? Winning more state titles than Catholic League titles. And as a 3A school, you can understand that to some extent, right? All 6 classifications will play in the Catholic League, and the Catholic League is deep and talented.
Yeah, good job there by Moorbacher breaking the press just by herself.
Jules Moorbacher. That's
Tough.
a good look. Couldn't hit it.
Wow, I tell you, that.
Hayes, inside. Atkinson turns. Good footwork, but just couldn't finish.
Good interior defense collapsing in there by Freedom.
It's a 2-point game. 3:10 to go. Second quarter. Moorbacher all the way. Splits the double.
Wow, great move through the lane. Kind of an off-balance shot. Got it down. And this zone defense has really affected Goretti in the half court.
Can't argue with that look, though. And Atkinson inside. What a rebound. Another one. I thought there was contact.
Yeah, a lot of contact in there, but that's been the MO of this game.
Absolutely. Hackney got a good look. A little shove in the back made that tough to finish underneath. Now Freedom Area looking to pick up where they left off. Last time down the floor was Renee Moorbacher. Again, it's her getting to the rim. There's a grab called against Neumann-Goretti. That's the 4th team foul against the Saints. Atkinson picks up her 2nd personal foul, so just 4 team fouls against Neumann-Goretti, Bruce. But of note, Corinne Easley and Atkinson both have 2 personals. Important to remain very disciplined for the remainder of this first half and on into the beginning of the second for those 2 competitors in general.
Well, now it looks like a little ticky-tack foul on the inside. Not really sure.
Yeah, Amaya Scott picked up the personal.
Oh, beautiful steal.
Neumann-Goretti with numbers. To the hoop. Nice finish. And it's Amira Hackney, the 5'9 junior.
Stole it, took it all the way herself with a great layup there.
Nobody's in the white. I believe in Freedom is in the black.
Good hands by Hayes. Stays in bounds. How'd she do that? That's incredible. Hayes, good look inside. Again, Hackney missed the first one, got the second one. Give her an offensive carom and 2 points.
Boy, that is Goretti's game. Quickly up court before the defense can get set.
Yeah, that second one. Listen, I had the first one is pretty good defense, got to the spot, but that arm came down from Easley. That's a big one, her 3rd personal foul. And I think excellently judged by this officiating crew in the backcourt.
Yeah, well, let's see how this bench, that small bench there for Goretti, let's see how it reacts here.
And Bruce, one more foul, and Freedom will be in the bonus for the remainder of the half. Just 1 minute and 14 seconds to play.
Trying to pack that defense in there. Moorbach trying to deal inside. Beautiful pass.
Beautiful pass. Great interior look and the great positioning inside by number 25, Olivia Evans.
They just get the ball and they just keep backing that defense back against the basket. And really good interior passing that time.
Hayes will shoot 1 and 1. 2nd personal foul goes against Renee Moorbacher. So both Renee as well as Jules Moorbacher pick up a 2nd personal foul. Another offensive rebound by Neumann-Goretti.
I'll tell you what, that was a great effort there. I believe that was by Atkinson. Nope, that was by...
Well, it's Hackney, and she got another one there off the rim. She's now fouled, and Newman is into the double bonus with 42 seconds to play. And you're right, Bruce, 2 offensive rebounds by Hackney there.
Tell you, something that I really wasn't expecting was the tenacious play inside of Goretti, but they're doing a great job against this really physical Freedom team.
Another rebound. This time Atkinson came up with it. Open 3. And guess what? Neumann-Goretti maintains possession.
Long rebound there, but...
Try it again. Same spot? Yes! Brooke Barnes gives Neumann-Goretti the lead.
Tell you what, they've done a great job on the offensive end, moving it for the open shot here the last few possessions.
Too strong off the window. This time it's Freedom Area with the offensive rebound. Not a second time, though. Barnes.
Bracket.
Jump ball is the call, and with 8 seconds left, Freedom gets one more
Bracket.
shot at it.
Well,
Also, I have this game at 22-20, Bruce, not 21-20.
Yeah.
I think that might be
Bracket.
adjusted at halftime because Hackney made the first to make it 20-19. Barnes hit the 3. 4 seconds left. Offensive rebound, contact, and it almost went down.
Right.
What a great job. Recognition of time and space inside. Get it up on the rim. Take the contact. What a great job by Jules Moorbacher.
Yeah, I mean, she just tried to scoop it up there. 0.8 of a second remaining here in the half, and that's a very interesting point you made about the score. I've seen that happen a couple of times where you think the score is one thing, but yet it's the other on the scoreboard.
Bracket.
We mentioned Moorbacher. She gets to the line quite often, about 50% from the stripe. In and out on the second one, and that sends us to half. The scoreboard reads 21 apiece. I got it at 22-21. We got 10 minutes to figure it out here at the Giant Center. Thanks for being with us. Bob Long, Bruce Badgley here for the NFHS Network. David and Alicia Emenheiser on the controls. Stay with us, folks. And as we head to break, yes, Neumann-Goretti has had a point added to their total. It is 22-21 Saints.
I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the what I got so far. There's the today, the last day, right, of the this tournament. I'll talk to you guys. I'll give you guys updates what I got.
Syllables, 7 letters, so much meaning. Because is an explanation, an answer to the question why. It connects where we've been to where we're going. And at Highmark, the road ahead is altogether new. We are reinventing healthcare because it can be simpler, smoother, because it can do more. Get ready for healthcare that goes beyond care, because life. Highmark, Blue Shield.
I'm going to try to find this for you in a second. See if I can find it. I know I have it. Oh.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Academy Sports.
So far,
Have fun out there.
we have
They tell me it's just a game that we already practiced.
I know. It takes dedication to
let's try to figure this out. We have
but I won't give up.
the Class 1A girls 1,
Time in to be better.
I didn't hope for it.
2A girls 1.
Champions keep going when
I'll give you guys like an update like on later, like a podcast. Of course, I really don't know some of these team names.
I worked for it.
But so this is the 3A Neumann-Goretti versus Freedom. Freedom is the home team. Archbishop give you Cardinal O'Hara won the 5A. Some of the teams I know, some teams I don't really know, like the names of the school. So for the girls, it's O'Hara won for Philadelphia. O'Hara won. Wood won. And right now it's Neumann-Goretti. So now for the boys, over on the boys' side, we have for Philadelphia. So this is the class. No, well, not for Philadelphia, but it's OLHS1, the 2A State Boys Championship. Devon Prep is playing later on tonight. Actually, right after this game. Wow, I forgot about that. Neumann-Goretti's boys won 5A. Income, I forget, I am Charter won. And then tonight, 6A state championships. Two teams from Philadelphia, Catholic League, Archbishop, Roman Catholic versus Archbishop Wood. Wow, so the Philadelphia has. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 goals and 2. The Catholic League. We have 4 girls teams and 4 boys teams. Archbishop Wood beat Lansdale Catholic on Thursday. So they're Wood's the champs. Lansdale Catholic runners up in the girls. So that's 2. And then we have Harris champs. That's 3. Neumann-Goretti's boys are champs. That's 4. And then depending on this game, that'll be, if Neumann-Goretti wins, that'll be 5 teams from the Catholic League that have won the state championship in 6 different classes. That's crazy. And we still have 3 teams. Catholic League still has Devon Prep. He's playing right after this game, like I already said. And then we have Roman Catholic versus Wood tonight at 7:30. And we have this game right here. So, it's crazy. There's 12 games up there, and 6 out of 12 are from Philadelphia for the Catholic League. Yay! Catholic League is well represented up in Hershey. I'll take that any day. You know?
This NFHS Network Championship event is presented by Safer Sports. A safety innovation company believes in safety through science. Safer's ProTech football helmet cover is scientifically proven to reduce head force by up to 72%. Learn how football is played safer today. Visit safrsports.com.
Really what drew me to Safer is my passion that started when my son Shane was knocked unconscious on the field for 5 minutes in a high school game. The fear that came up from the entire stadium, the ambulance pulling onto the field. And at the time, I just thought, someday I'm going to make my way into this helmet safety space. Safer is that marriage between I'm a little bit afraid of my kid playing and here's a solution.
Sell online tickets directly from your school's website. Scan digital or printed tickets with the Hometown Gate app. And get immediate access to ticket revenue with real-time reporting at no cost to your school. It's that easy to bring touchless ticketing to your hometown. Hometown. Fast scans, happy fans.
It's been an absolute battle here from the Giant Center. 3A girls title on the line here on the NFHS Network. Bob Long, Bruce Badgley, your broadcast team. So thrilled to have you back inside our broadcast booth. And Bruce, man, Freedom Area took an initial gut punch, came back. They took the lead, and it felt like it was going the direction of the Bulldogs. But that's basketball for you. Neumann-Goretti goes on a little run to end the half. And between the Moorbachers on the side of Freedom and then Majay Hayes for Neumann-Goretti, this is quite a battle back and forth. The officials are letting these girls decide it on the floor. That's great. There's been a lot of contact. And you know what? A physicality, they're letting it go. And we're going to determine champion based upon these 10 girls on the floor. I think that's great.
Yeah, I think it's great too. And I think it's great because it's going to keep that fast-paced action going, that we saw the first half. Freedom Area, they made their hay actually on turnovers on that full court action. But
as did Goretti.
As did Goretti, absolutely. I mean, they actually took advantage of breaking that press by some easy, numbers plays down underneath the basket. So turnabout was fair play really for both teams. But I like, Freedom. I tell you what, they kept backing that Goretti defense back into the basket. They seemed to work the ball very well in the lane with some good passes. I like that action in the second half as well. But Goretti, boy, they've got to keep the action flowing at a brisk pace.
Quickly, your key for the second half on each side.
I think Goretti's got to continue to hit the perimeter jump shot. They're going to have to make that zone come to them that Freedom Area is playing on. On the flip side, Freedom Area, they've got to keep the pressure up 94 feet and maybe try and get Neumann-Goretti in some more foul trouble.
Looking to set up Hayes off the ball screen to attack the interior of this zone. Good job by Freedom Area. Now they'll try it again. Hayes with the basketball.
And you can see that offense is all the way out there at the perimeter.
Another offensive rebound, and again it's Deasia Atkinson. It'll stay with Neumann-Goretti. Good tip there by number 2, Shea Bailey for Freedom.
That's been the interesting part for me is that Goretti is really running their offense predominantly around the perimeter, yet they keep crashing the boards and getting rebounds.
Well, and that's the thing. A zone is a great defense against a team like Neumann-Goretti, but at times it is difficult to rebound out of a zone, particularly against such a strong team on the boards as Neumann-Goretti is.
And you can see that defense exists.
Well, I'm enjoying watching this game.
Hayes.
I'm letting the announcers do most of the talking because more
control here.
That's
She
what they
pulls
get paid
this
for,
one
not
back.
me.
A patient first possession for Neumann-Goretti as we tick under 7. Hayes. Nearly lost the basketball. She's so strong on it, though. For 3, it's good.
Beautiful.
And it's Amira Hackney.
Beautiful the way she penetrated into the paint and then kicked it out to the open player for the three-pointer.
Good screen. Ball movement. Again, they get it inside. It's a strong catch there. Offensive rebound. Count it. And 1. Some contact. And Renee Moorbacher to the line.
Well, you set up on that strong pass. I mean, that was a shot out of a cannon. And boy, I tell you what, Moorbacher, she just continues to play well inside.
Renee Moorbacher already approaching her average points per game. She has 15. She averages 16 per contest. And just 9 points scored by Freedom Area. That doesn't have her name tag to it.
Very interesting how they're trying to attack this defense. They're trying to dribble through the center and then kick it out to the open player.
Hackney, good catch in there. Back for Atkinson, who hit it. And that's good two-man basketball inside. The two bigs in there, Bruce. Interior passing creates the great look. Moorbacher got rid of it. Open 3 for Bailey. Bang!
Wow, beautiful. Beautiful kick out there by Moorbacher, and an even better shot there by Shane Bailey.
Shea Bailey is a girl who averages 16 points per contest, Bruce. Only 7 here today, 4 through the first half. Important to get her going for Freedom.
Tied at 27. 5:45 here remaining in quarter number 3. I'll tell you what, this is really shaping up, as you said, Bob, to be quite, I think, the chess match coming down. You know, what is Coach Kircher and Coach Peterson going to do to put their teams in the best possible position?
We talked about it. Freedom Area High School, their first trip to Hershey. They can hoist a title for the first time.
Daughter.
Oh, nice steal.
And it's Bailey. Freedom leads by 2.
Nice.
Boy, you can't beat quick hands sometime. And Shea Bailey there, beautiful pocket pick.
Baseline, Hackney, yes. And she is starting to heat up. She now has 11. Moorbacher, excellent split of the double. All the way to the hoop. Good pass, strong catch.
All right,
But a
so
block comes from Neumann-Goretti. Excellent hands by the Saints. Numbers here for Neumann-Goretti. If Hayes looked up, she had somebody right alongside. Wave off that basket.
Yeah.
A hand check called on the dribble drive.
Yeah, I think before the drive there, a good call, I think, there by the official. But, wow, what great defense inside by Neumann-Goretti.
Open 3. That one's well short, but last touch by Freedom. And that's tough there, Bruce, as you're a rebounder. You're expecting that to tick off the rim, and when it doesn't, it kind of jumps on you a little bit, and that's what you saw there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hayes, mid-range, yes.
Beautiful. I'll tell you what, that zone defense is packed in there, but, boy, Goretti is sure finding holes in that zone.
Excellent pass to Moorbacher. An easy call there. Hackney took a big swipe. Renee Moorbacher scoring, but also creating the offense. This time, Jules Moorbacher to the line.
I'll tell you what, each team here really attacking the ball, the basket quickly on offense, each time up and down the floor.
And the offense in the half court for Freedom is beautiful to watch. It's a dribbler, most likely Moorbacher. She can go with her back to the basket and back down. She can beat a defender through a double. She can get there on the dribble drive. And then as soon as that second defender comes, a jump ball called. That'll keep it here now with
because
Freedom.
like the way I'm
But as
doing
soon as
this.
that second
Show
defender
me
comes
this.
on Moorbacher, somebody, often her sister, is back cutting off the basketball right to the block. It's really good offense.
I like
really
doing it
tough
this
to
way
defend.
because and then I don't have to worry about
Offensive
making
rebound,
two different
Moorbacher.
videos.
Another
for
one
it.
for her.
Boy,
So
she
keep
just
it
got
running,
herself caught too
keep it
far
running.
underneath the basket.
Yeah, a couple great opportunities there. Cannot discount the hustle and the effort from Freedom. So close to tying that one up.
So Goretti now with a chance to kind of put a little distance here. Zone defense really out high, but boy, she's been able to break it there. Hayes with the dribble.
Hackney nearly hit another triple. She's been really good from that spot. Double team came on Moorbacher. This time she didn't see it. A held ball situation will transfer the basketball to the Saints.
Yeah, good collapsing defense there by Goretti.
Timeout on the floor, 3:53 to play third quarter. And maybe the game of the weekend thus far on the girls' side. We've had some good ones, but Neumann-Goretti, Freedom Area, going at it here at the Giant Center on a Saturday afternoon. This one looks like it is going to be a close one the rest of the way. Bob Long and Bruce Badgley, your broadcast team here on the NFHS Network. Now, we talked a little bit about Neumann-Goretti and their past history, the 4 state titles. But in 2015, they ended the season ranked #1 in the country. Not a true tournament, of course, to determine a national champion, but they were deemed national champs. They also had their first player go to the WNBA draft after her college career, of course. But in 2020, Kamaya Smalls was drafted by the Indiana Fever in the 3rd round. They have 3 to 4 former student athletes playing overseas. And of course, that year, 2015, Andrea was the Naismith Coach of the Year. So quite the pedigree for Andrea Peterson, quite the history for Neumann-Goretti. And the history continues to grow here with a program culture that Peterson has a great hold of right now, and a very dedicated group of young girls, as well as a fan base that supports them.
Yeah, and then the antithesis of that being.
I think I saw Newman play.
Visit here to Hershey, but still a good group of girls that have played together solidly for many years, trying to get over the top with a state title here today.
And a really nice crowd brought by Freedom Area as well, particularly on the near side right below where our camera is pointing. Nicely done by the Freedom Area folks.
They've really extended that zone, but breaking it, as usual, was Hayes.
Barnes ripped the basketball. She went down. And Freedom Area Ballhawks came up with it.
Boy, Renee Moorbacher just wants that ball in her hands.
Now she gets it back. That same give and go play. Got it in a good spot. Good finish.
Wow.
The interior passing. Too good for Freedom, and it's Shea Bailey.
Yeah, Freedom doesn't have any problem running that offense well down along the baseline.
Hayes pulls up. That was blocked. A clean block there by Bailey, and Hayes couldn't save it. The zone defense, Bruce, collapses on Hayes, takes it off her hand.
Yeah, that's the tough part of what you're trying to break that zone defense is to dribble right up the middle. I mean, I understand what she's trying to do. She's trying to draw the defense toward her to kick out to the open player for a shot. But in that case, Freedom Area got a hand on the ball for the steal. Little zone action here now by Goretti.
Cut, Moorbacher. That was a nice contest without fouling by Hackney. Look out. Open three. Step back. Just a little too strong off the back iron. 2:09 to go.
So
Great look inside. Too strong off the window.
Both of these teams really stepping up the defensive effort.
Too strong. Rebound. Atkinson, yes. And the argument there from the Freedom fans was asking for a carry. Perhaps kept that hand on top. Tough to tell from up here. Oh, good look. Inside. Just can't get it over the front rim. And Moorbacher, yeah, she can't believe it.
Yeah, but a great move going right to the basket. An even better pass.
So they called a foul on Neumann-Goretti there. That's going to go against Atkinson, her third. So Freedom, maybe a little bailed out there, but gave it away very quickly. Hayes, look at the speed, body control.
I mean, she's just taken the whole offensive flow onto herself here for Goretti in this quarter. Just look how deep that.
This is a pretty good game, guys.
Everybody inside the paint.
Neumann-Goretti's up by 4.
First scoop.
And if Freedom will look back on anything, win or lose, there have been some good looks in the lane that have been missed, and a held ball situation will give it right back to Freedom. So let's see if they can't get a nice entry, keep creating those looks, and then, Bruce, some of those layups just have to go down.
Yeah, Freedom just pounding the ball inside right now.
Running some great offensive sets. And that one is last touched by Freedom.
Wow, I mean, good pass, just unable to hold it there was Olivia Evans.
I do like the motion. John Kirscher, he has a really nice offense. Great baseline out of bounds. Got Neumann-Goretti's defense a little out of position.
Splits the defense, but no finish, unfortunately. Great dribble drive.
Easily had a pretty good look at it. Bailey all the way to the hoop. Oh, that's a strong power dribble, Bruce. Back down within 2.
Saw the feet were moving on the defender and took him to the basket.
Easily. She is fouled. Just the second team foul on Freedom. So remember, this is a Freedom team that put Neumann in the bonus pretty early in that first half. This third quarter, a lot better from a foul standpoint. That's good because you have 2 Bulldogs with 3 personal fouls, and you have to keep those stars out there on the floor. Bailey has 3, and Jules Moorbacher with 3. Hackney in and out. Offensive rebound again for Neumann. Final 3 seconds. Hayes, yes! And we head to the fourth quarter. Neumann-Goretti with a 4-point lead. Majay Hayes, she averages 23. She has 20 through 3 quarters. Here from Hershey, pacing the Neumann-Goretti Saints.
Yeah, pacing is the appropriate word because she's breaking down the zone defense by penetrating with the dribble and kicking it out to the open girl for shots. She's leading the fast break. Just a tremendous effort there by Majay Hayes. And on the flip side there, Renee Moorbacher for Freedom Area. She just wants the ball in her hands every time. But you touched on the fact that Coach Kirshner and that offense really moving things back and forth.
1 more quarter to go here from Hershey. Stay with us on the NFHS Network.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
Because. 2 syllables, 7 letters, so much meaning. Because is an explanation, an answer to the question why. It connects where we've been to where we're going. And at Highmark, the road ahead is altogether new. We are reinventing healthcare because it can be simpler, smoother, because it can do more. Get ready for healthcare that goes beyond care. Because life. Highmark, Blue Shield.
The 3A girls title game here on the NFHS Network. It's been played at an exceptionally high level to get us to this point. Through 24 minutes of basketball, Neumann-Goretti 38, Freedom 34, and this is where it really ratchets up the fun. Each possession gets a little bit more important. Ball security all the more imperative. And who's going to hit the big shots? Neumann-Goretti turns it over to start the fourth.
We talked about ball security, and that definitely valuing the basketball. No empty possessions for either team has to be the mantra.
Good hands by Atkinson. Easily, and it was tipped by Freedom. They got it right back. 2 turnovers in as many possessions here for Neumann in the fourth. Contact. Bailey fouled. Hayes picks up the personal.
1-on-2. That did not deter Shea Bailey. She was going at that basket regardless of who was in front of her or how many.
Well, and it's an excellent job. Hayes not in legal guarding position. Attack that outside hip. Force her to bring that arm down on you. And Bailey hits the first. All of a sudden, we were talking about how Bailey had 4 points through the first half. She had 9 in the third quarter, and now the first 2 of the fourth quarter. Cuts the deficit back to 2.
And again, Goretti, good job on the press.
Hackney in and out. She had a few of those. The last 2 haven't gone down, but you can't argue with that look. Open in rhythm, and a dynamite 3-point shooter. Now Atkinson pulls up, foot on the line. That's good.
Beautiful. Beautiful way with that high post there to break that press.
And right into the hands of Atkinson, but knocked away and tipped last by Atkinson.
I think Coach Kirshner made that call.
And Coach Peterson on the other side, none too pleased. But that effort from Freedom Area, not giving up on the play. Now Bailey would be a big one. That one came up short. Hayes, oh, what a move. Creates the numbers. Takes it herself. And team rebounding there by Freedom. A lot of contact, and now the foul is called. That certainly had to come. Amaya Scott picks up the personal.
That was just a big rebound in there by Freedom Area. Tough luck there for Majay Hayes. I mean, she made a great play to get to the basket.
Hey guys, like I said, I'm just letting the announcers know what to do to talk because they get paid for that.
Now this is Jules Moorbacher. Good hands by Atkinson. Corinne Easley couldn't save it. Foot on the sideline.
Tell you what, quick hands by that Neumann-Goretti defense. Every time Freedom Area is going to the basket.
Bailey has gotten going. That one too long. Offensive rebound and a huge block.
How did Moorbach get that ball?
So what happened there was Hayes was on the baseline when she was touching the basketball, and they get a great look at it. Good finish. Cadence Gorjeski back down within 2 again. 6:02 to play, and John Kirshner stops play with a timeout for Freedom. The fans are getting into it here. Freedom Area High School looking for its first title ever in girls basketball.
Yeah, great timeout there by Coach Kirscher. I'll tell you what, going to set up this press. Wants to reemphasize what he wants to do on offense. He still has, it says 5 timeouts left, I believe. Or no, excuse me, 3 timeouts left for the Bulldogs. I'll tell you, it's going to come down to, who's going to make the best moves, I think, between Coach Peterson and Coach Kirscher on setting up their team for success here. Are they going to press? Are they going to back off? Are they going to play zone? Are they going to try and get the other team out of a zone defense? These are going to be the things that I'll be looking at down the stretch.
And I think the assist numbers for Renee Moorbacher will rival that of the 15 points she's put up. I mean, of course, the 15 points is very, very impressive, but maybe from an impact standpoint, the assists she's been able to distribute, the way she's run the offense, it's not just how many points she's put in the basket. Watch behind. Nicely done there by Scott to pull back at just the right time. Double comes now on Hayes.
Hayes has done a great job breaking these double teams with the dribble.
Easily. Hayes went down on the play, and a timeout is called by Andrea Peterson.
Valuing the basketball and the possession. I don't know. There was a conversation with the officials. Yes, they granted the timeout.
John Kirscher is absolutely furious. And it's really hard to get the timing down there. When did Hayes actually have control of that basketball? That's the conversation happening on the right-hand side of your screen right now with the official. Kirscher in the white with the red tie there. Just a 30-second timeout. They didn't get to talk about anything because Kirscher had to get his point across. And, again, I understand it. I really do.
I do. I understand it as well. I mean, I touched on it before. That seems to be a trend in basketball that they're granting timeouts without the ball in possession.
Scott. And now Easley, and they're turning up the screws on this zone defense. That's off the knee of Easley. It's Freedom basketball.
Well, I'm interested to see here now how Freedom attacks this again, whether they're going to continue to pound it inside.
Moorbacher with a good look. Inside, right back to Moorbacher. They've run that play a bunch of times. And there she gets it again. So good in the post. Good look inside, but a little too high. Looking for Jules Moorbacher. Oh, that's a fantastic play there by Hayes. In fact, if she had gotten rid of the basketball, I think Atkinson would have been able to put it up. But a nice job to attack the outside hip of that defender. That's just the third team foul against Freedom. 5:06 to play, fourth quarter.
I'll tell you, the interior passing by both teams and almost a steal there.
Hayes would be a big one. Got it.
Yeah.
Timeout. Andrea Peterson, Neumann-Goretti with a 5-point lead. Under 5 minutes to go.
And how big is it, the granting of that timeout?
Well, I'll say this, Bruce. I mean, they turned it over right away, so not that big. In fact, Neumann-Goretti burned a timeout, and if you get to a position now down the stretch where Neumann-Goretti is trailing, they score a basket under a minute to go. You can't stop the clock without calling a timeout. So I'll say maybe the ball didn't lie on that one.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. But I'm really interested to see how Freedom attacks this zone again. They've done such a great job breaking down the zone, getting down deep, and good interior passing, which is usually contrary in breaking down the zone defense.
Moorbacher. Now Jules Moorbacher gets a touch. Almost got it to fall. Great job to recognize the contact, Bruce, and go right up with it. Nearly put it down.
I'm still been amazed at how effective Freedom has been at breaking down the zone defense and getting inside. They just had some tough luck with, some passes as well as, putting down some shots. Boy, important free throws here.
Moorbacher, if I am correct, and the stats on the board are to be believed, has yet to make a field goal here today. Has hit 5 free throws, though, and has impacted the game in a ton of ways. Great rebounding, great passing, and, of course, drawing all those fouls.
Oh, how did she split those defenders? Masha Hayes.
Huge bucket with 4.5 minutes to go. Neumann-Goretti with a 6-point lead. This is about as big as the deficit has been in the second half. Easily trying to make it more than that. And pretty good bump there. Foul call, just the 4th team foul. It is Moorbacher's 4th. So Julia Moorbacher now, Jules Moorbacher has to be really careful the rest of the way. But I think important, Bruce, as well, to get back into your defensive set. Try to force a turnover in the half court.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Coach Kirchers comes out with, whether he sticks with the zone or goes to a man.
Cameron.
Last 2 possessions, it's been Majay Hayes first with the 3, then with a spinning and a wild shot that went down. She has been fantastic and has paced the way for Neumann-Goretti. She has 25 points. Easily.
Sure looking like Goretti's taking the air out of the ball. They don't want to play against that zone anymore.
I don't blame them. In fact, if you're not getting Atkinson or somebody with a lay-in or Majay Hayes taking the shot, I don't think it needs to go up. Easily.
Oh,
Good move. Now Hayes, dribbling in a tough spot, somehow tiptoes the end line, and Neumann-Goretti can reset again.
Just burning that clock. And a
now
foul.
Foul is called, and that's going to be the 4th personal foul on Shea Bailey. It looked like Renee Moorbacher was trying to commit the foul. She only has 2, and because that call wasn't made on the far side of the floor, and Bailey had to foul on the near side, now both Moorbacher, Jules, right? Jules Moorbacher and Shea Bailey have 4 personals.
Yeah, I mean, quickly there, Coach Peterson for the Saints just pulled it back. Didn't want to play against that zone and really spread the floor. I mean, they took over a minute off of the quarter and the game in that last possession, and they still retain it. So I'm interested to see what Coach Kirscher does here on counteracting that. I think he's gonna have to come out of that zone, gonna be a bit more aggressive, and maybe do a little bit of fouling now. I mean, he's got to get to the point where he's got to get the ball back.
5-team fouls on Freedom. One more to give before Neumann-Goretti goes into the bonus. Freedom will be in the bonus at the next Neumann-Goretti foul. It would be a 5th title for Neumann-Goretti girls since 2008. And as we talked about on Thursday night, myself and Coach Warren Goodling, Neumann-Goretti, the boys program, picked up their 9th state title since joining the BIAA back in 2008. So 14 banners for a boys and girls program combined in the last 14 years, one of which didn't have a title championship contested due to COVID. That's a pretty good run.
Well, Majay Hayes has certainly been as advertised for Neumann-Goretti. She's wanted the basketball in her hands the entire game. She's done a great job of breaking the press.
Now, what does Freedom do? When and where do the double teams come? Still is a...
Yeah, looks like they're out in the man-to-man now.
Yeah, but the half-court trap coming here. And they don't foul Hayes. Majay Hayes for 2.
Just split the defense, and it was wide open to the basket.
And Moorbacher traveled. A turnover, and Neumann-Goretti in good position now with under 3 minutes to go. But now Freedom has to pick up full court. A couple of turnovers can change this thing very quickly.
I think a key possession right now. Defensive stop is important for Freedom Area.
Easily goes up high to get it. Nearly lost the basketball. Now they do. And Freedom will get an easy one. Bailey cuts it to 6. Timeout. John Kirscher.
It is amazing how quickly games change, at least in perspective. Now down to a 2-possession game. They're all set up to full court press here off the made basket.
I do have to say, I mean, they have been consistent. This officiating crew has been very consistent in letting these girls play. On the prior Majay Hayes bucket, I thought she was hit twice on the floor, which actually might have been to the benefit of Freedom Area had that been called, but it wasn't, and she got to the basket and scored. And then on that one, I mean, Deja Atkinson, I recognize was a loose ball, but got hit to the turf pretty hard. That resulted in the loose ball and a good finish by Freedom Area. So, one thing you can say is there's been a consistency here. The girls are being allowed to decide the state title, and that one was last touched, they say, by Freedom.
Wow, really contested there by Shea Bailey.
And this is the question now. Can Neumann-Goretti operate when Freedom is defending at 94 feet? Hayes, that's a good person to have it in the hands of. Hayes will take it herself. Good finish.
Man, just impossible to stop her trying to get to the basket all game long. My gosh, 29 points.
A deep 3. Short. Rebound fought for. And is corralled by Moorbacher. A jump ball. And it will stay with Freedom Area.
Now, each and every possession so magnified right now. Coming down to the last 2 minutes of this ball game.
Moorbacher spins. Fires. No. And Hayes kept it in bounds.
Oh, beautiful spin move down the sideline.
Hesitation dribble beats the defender. What a pass! Everything but the finish. Atkinson brought it down, and now they'd be well served to pull this back. They do just that. 1:56 to go.
That was just a huge rebound inside there by Deja Atkinson. Gives them an opportunity to burn more clock.
Great look there by Hayes. Foul called. Pretty nice job by Cadence Garajeski because that was going to be an easy 2 at the bucket. But bonus time.
I don't think out of bounds.
Wait, was that not? I thought they had 5 and then committed 2 quickly. I guess not. That's just the 6th foul on Freedom.
An even better foul.
Now looking for a double. Nearly got the steal.
And the right person to foul there. Easily.
The right person to commit the foul as well. 2 players on the floor for Freedom with the 4 personal fouls. Championships are won and lost at the front end, and that one is no good.
Oh boy, really contesting that, bringing up there, but you know that Moorbacker's going to bring it up.
Moorbach, open 3, and that's short. Neumann-Goretti basketball with 1:15 to go. They can start to feel it.
Full court pressure, as it has been all game long. Goretti's done an admirable job getting through it, as they do this time.
What a feed. Atkinson, no. And it's Freedom basketball. So the door stays open. A great move by Bailey. Bailey attacks the defender. Contact. And she will shoot 2 with 1 minute to go. Now, several possessions ago, Bruce, when Moorbacher was on the floor, they kind of invited the jump ball, right? That jump ball call was going to come. John Kirscher could have called the timeout if he wanted, but he recognized that they had the alternate possession arrow in their favor. Why is that important? Well, because now that we get under 1 minute to go, in college, you'd see after a made basket, the clock would stop. That's not the case now. So they have 2 timeouts remaining, and why this is so big is if she can make this second foul shot here, of course the clock will not run. So after a made basket in the run of play, the clock will run. That's why free throws like this, able to score with the clock stopped and...
A 2-possession game with 1 minute to go. I mean, still a lot of things can happen.
Now, interesting. I say all that, and John Kirscher just called that timeout. So they're down to 1, Bruce.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, look, I got to believe that he wanted to set up this press defense. I mean, it comes right down to it. But on the flip side here, that gives Coach Peterson and Goretti an opportunity to get things set up for not only breaking the press, but what do they want to do on offense to counteract or to run down this last minute of the game.
Again, Bruce, what it also does is it removes one more chance for John Kirscher and Freedom to stop the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Look, there's been a lot of changes in the way that coaches utilize their, timeouts. I've talked, a couple times about the fact that after made baskets early in games, coaches are calling timeouts, so.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Each has their own philosophy, and each has their own reason why they do it.
And if they can get a steal here that sets up an easy look or a three-point basket, job well done. Freedom Area needing a steal.
Boy, everybody packed back inside the free throw line. Almost stolen. And it is!
Called, but Bailey puts it in. Timeout called by Kirscher. And that is a good timeout. Down to 4, you stop the clock with 55 seconds. As you saw there, Bruce, it continued to tick even after the made basket. We got a ball game here late in the fourth quarter. Freedom trying to engineer a comeback.
Yeah, no, great steal there by Shea Bailey. Took it right to the basket. And if you're Neumann-Goretti now, they haven't been really sending. They've kept everybody really kind of condensed down from the free throw line to the baseline on these out-of-bounds plays. I think they might need to send a couple of people, deep. Start out with the free throw line and then send a couple players deep. Maybe try and throw over the top.
So now no timeouts left for Freedom. They cannot stop the clock the rest of the game. Neumann-Goretti has 3 timeouts remaining.
And that's an important thing that coach has to get across to the players is don't call a timeout because we don't have one.
Can Neumann-Goretti withstand the pressure? Hayes tiptoes the end line, and a foul is called on Freedom.
Boy, I tell you, that was nearly a steal. But, credit to Neumann-Goretti. They got the ball into the hands of the player that they wanted to have.
And a great job by Majay Hayes. She did a great job of tiptoeing without standing on that baseline. And the official in a wonderful spot to see that up close and personal, make the correct call.
1.
Hayes, she missed a couple of foul shots early. But front ends of the 1-and-1, so imperative. Corinne Easley missed one several possessions ago. Hayes earns her second and hits them both.
Huge free throws there. Need a quick shot here.
Jules Moorbacher now looking for Renee Moorbacher. What a strong catch that is. Jules, extra pass, kept it in bounds, right to Renee Moorbacher.
Bounced through 3 players to get to her.
And Neumann-Goretti, Hackney, nearly thrown away. Nice job by Bailey, but it's Neumann-Goretti basketball. And I'd love to see there, if you're Andrea Peterson, you'd love to see kind of your player let that ball on the other end of the court bounce around and make an official hand the basketball to you.
Yeah.
Because that clock still runs.
Another quick foul.
Amaya Scott to the line. Final 1-and-1. And that is the last foul of Shea Bailey. Just a sophomore, she'll be back. A phenomenal player, Bruce.
She played tremendous this second half. You pointed out, Bob, she was a little bit shy on to her scoring average going into the third quarter, but she really played tough basketball this second half.
17 second half points, a huge miss, and Moorbacher is fouled.
Wow.
And how big is that? A chance to make 2 at the line, and Bruce, we're harping on it, but the clock won't run after these foul shots, of course.
Yeah, no, and it was a quick foul. I mean, I don't even think just a few tenths of a second ticked off the clock.
This is the front end of the 1-and-1 for Renee Moorbacher, a must make. No good. Rebound to Atkinson.
Yeah.
They have to foul Hayes.
And very smart that they got the ball into Hayes' hands quickly, knowing that Freedom had to foul quickly. They've got the ball into the hands, and they've got the player at the free throw line that Neumann-Goretti wants.
Double bonus time for Neumann-Goretti and Majay Hayes, who leads all scorers with 31 points. Two for two, Majay Hayes, 33 points in the championship.
Well, they need a quick 3 here right now. Quick 3.
And I thought there was contact. That'll
too.
stay with Freedom. And it has to be a 3 now, Bruce. 100%. And if you're Neumann-Goretti, I'm sure Andrea Peterson has told her players that if this goes through the hoop, just let it go for a while. It's not going to go through the hoop because Majay Hayes came up with the steal. And that should seal it here from the Giant Center.
Well, this Neumann-Goretti squad did something that I thought that was going to be quite the tall order, and that's really go toe-to-toe with this Freedom team inside. Freedom, I tell you what, they were strong inside. They kept their offense very deep in the basketball court. But credit to Neumann-Goretti on such a great effort in breaking the press, in breaking down that Freedom Area defense with the dribble, especially from Majay Hayes.
Bucket.
Majay Hayes, 35 points on the day. The hardware is coming back to South Philadelphia. Neumann-Goretti, champions of Pennsylvania for the 5th time.
God, the exultation on that Goretti sidelines, but gosh, you can just see the heartbreak in that Freedom Area team. They played their hearts out today, just came up, a bit short. But what can you say about Majay Hayes? 35 points, just wanted the ball in her hands, the entire game to lead this Saints team. And what can you say about Coach Peterson? She was 4-0 in state finals. Now she's 5-0 in state finals. Incredible at all levels of Neumann-Goretti.
Congratulations to senior Majay Hayes and Deasia Atkinson, the 2 seniors on this team. Tremendous games, though, by Amira Hackney and Amaya Scott, Corinne Easley. Brooke Barnes had a big impact as a sophomore, particularly in the first half. A team effort. I know 35 points is 35 points. But, man, this Neumann-Goretti team played as a team, great defense, and held at bay an exceptional Freedom team. And now we'll send it down to the public address announcer as Freedom will award the second-place medals.
Number 5, Olivia Henderson. Number 10, Morgan Keller. Number 11, Renee Morbacher. Number 12, Bella Klenk. Number 14, Jules Morbacher. Number 15, Megan Evans. Number 20, Grace White. Number 23, Riley Tokar. Number 25, Olivia Evans. Number 30, Sarah Meyer. Number 32, Cassidy Harris. Number 35, Annabelle Komlos. And number 42, Caden Skorjeski. Statistician, Wanda Murray. Trainers, Alex Rawding and Joe Salatel. Principal, Steve Mott. Superintendent, Diane Workman. The coaches, Assistant Coach, Chris Keller. Sydney Kircher. John Barlamas. Athletic Director John Rosa, and the head coach for the Bulldogs, John Kircher. If we can have Renee, Jules, Shay, and Olivia please come to the center of the floor. We welcome Scott Seltzer, the representative from District 7, with the runner-up trophy. Congratulations, our runners-up for 2022 for 3A, the Bulldogs from Freedom Area. Congratulations on an outstanding season. And now the presentation for the gold medals for the champions, the Saints of Neumann-Goretti. Wearing number 2 with 35 points in today's final, Majay Hayes. Number 1, Corinne Easley. Number 22, Deasia Atkinson. Number 5, Amira Hackney. Number 10, Amaya Scott. Number 12, Brooke Barnes. Number 24, Gianna Meeks. At number 23, Sanaj Tyler. Video coordinator, Key Vandaway. Trainer, Will Peoples. Assistant coach, Darius Holman. Athletic director, Pat Devaney. And the head coach, Andrea Peterson. We have Majay and Deasia. Please come to the center of the gym. We'll welcome Mike Hawkins, representative from District 12, to present our gold medal trophy, the champions, the Saints from Neumann-Goretti.
Wow, our buddy Mike Hawkins there, he's really getting some airtime this weekend, isn't he?
He sure is. What an impressive weekend thus far for District 12. And the Neumann-Goretti girls, winners of the 3A classification here in the PIAA. An excellent game. The story will be written on Majay Hayes. She goes out on top. This group of seniors pick up their first PIAA state championship over their 4 years with the program. Andrea Peterson, as head coach, picks up her 5th. And a great scene there. The cheerleaders and the players meshing together, taking one picture, one title. Neumann-Goretti are the champs here from the Giants Center. Want to thank Bruce Badgley, my color commentator. Want to thank the production staff here at Starbright Media, David and Alicia Emenheiser. And I'm Bob Long.